Hey, grace and peace. Reverend Brian Musser, the Baptist Campus Minister here at Drexel, and this is the weekly update. This week we're going to be focused on how many different things you can get connected to Christian-wise on Drexel's campus. First and foremost, let me highlight those where you find the information for the campus ministers. It's going to be on Student Life's page. You can find it in Diversity and Inclusion and Spiritual and Religious Life resources. There you'll see my contact information. Also, Reverends David Pilch and Diana Eposito's contact information. They're coming from the Methodist Church here, and they're also available for Drexel students to connect with for spiritual and religious and Christian specific questions about Christian life on Drexel's campus. Now let's look at what you can do throughout the week through Drexel's student organizations. And this is DragonLink. This is an information pool for all student organizations at Drexel University, but there's a specific categories called spiritual and religious life. And if you select that, you'll get the different groups listed, both Jewish, Muslim, other faith-based groups as well, but there will be many of them that are Christian specific. You'll find groups like Renewal Christian Fellowship, Global Missions Ministry Alliance, and Chinese Graduate Christian Fellowship as well listed there. That will be your best place to find out what student organizations are on Drexel's campus and how to connect with them. Each of them will have either an email or a website, Facebook, Instagram accounts. Their contact information will be listed there in DragonLink. I highly recommend you going there and getting connected to those groups as you deem necessary. But say you have a specific day of the week free, and these are some of the things I know about those days of the weeks that you can get plugged into. First of all, Sundays. Sundays, we want you plugged into a local church. Find a Church is happening. This is the last week for it, October 4th. Find a Church is a place where you get to encounter information about the different local churches in the area and talk to some of the representatives of that churches, whether they're current students, alumni, or just church representatives. Find a Church is an excellent resource. It's happening on Zoom tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. and the links will be in the email. Now Monday, say you have Monday free, Monday evening, 7 p.m. I'm doing a Bible study about the gospel. The gospel of Jesus Christ is good news for every person in every part of life. You can get the details there. This week we're talking about how the gospel is good news as we deal with some specific question areas. How the gospel is good news for relationships, for lifestyle, for purpose, for belonging, and for beliefs. Tuesday, I would encourage you to connect with Open Door. Open Door does their weekly meeting on Tuesdays. You can get all the information there from Open Door's place on DragonLink. They do a community group on Tuesdays. Now Wednesdays has several things going on. Wednesdays, if you're a faculty member and for some reason watching this video and somehow got a hold of it, we do a Christian faculty discussion group Wednesdays at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. lunchtime, and it will be via Zoom, and you can connect with me directly for that link information. If you're a graduate student, we do a graduate Christians discussion group 5 p.m. on Wednesdays, and you can also see that link, the Zoom link, in the email and connect with me directly about that. And I know ENC, Every Nation Campus, has a Bible study on Wednesday nights, and Billy Bernhard would be the best person to contact for that Wednesday night Bible study. Now, Thursday is also a day with multiple things going on. If you are available at lunchtime, and that's your best moment of availability, I designed something that was specifically targeting co-op students and alumni working in Center City. But now that we're going virtual and Zoom is kind of the way we do it, we're doing a lunchtime prayer and fellowship via Zoom. There's there will be information about that in the email. This would also be good for people who don't exactly live in a time zone right now where a 7 o'clock evening meeting fits well within your schedule. So if you're looking for something a little bit earlier in the day, say like noon Eastern Standard Time, check out Time Out. It's just prayer and discussion and fellowship about our lives, centered a lot around what are we doing for work, since it was intended to be a lunch break at that time. Also, DSC, Drexel Students for Christ, has a virtual Bible study at 6 p.m. on Thursdays, and then Cru has their large group at 7 p.m. on Thursday nights. And I would highly recommend Drexel University Gospel Choir, which is technically a class but feels a lot like a ministry, and they have their meetings also at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. Fridays, I know Harvest, which is connected to Grace Covenant Church, is doing their Friday night lives, Friday evenings, and FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, meets and does a worship gathering many Friday nights as well. Saturdays is kind of a free day, but I'm sure a lot of these groups do special events and things like that on Saturdays. So I'm sure there's always something you'll be able to connect to, at least on some Saturdays. Now, I know a lot of these things are scheduled in the evenings, except for the time out thing I mentioned at noon on Thursday. However, a lot of the groups do prayer times during the days that you could connect to. But if you are, say, taking Drexel classes virtually from another continent, from a time zone that 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is not a very good time for you, there's a doodle poll out there that I would love you to fill out and tell me when you would be available, because I am perfectly capable of doing maybe 10 a.m. Bible study Eastern Standard Time, which would be more accessible to others if you're interested in having that happen. Fill out the doodle poll, let me know your availability. Those are sort of the things that are able to happen on in and about Drexel during a weekly scale. Those are the weekly things. If you need to contact me, you can always find me on social media: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, WordPress, YouTube. All those links will be in the email. Thanks for this time, and hope to catch you soon. Bye.